Somewhere out there, one of you looked at the title and was like, Tucker, hey, no, okay, it's a beta, it's not the full release, you don't know what you're talking about, I had a lot of fun, it's exactly what I wanted. And you know what, that's fine, and that's completely your opinion, and you are entitled to it. In my opinion, Red Dead Redemption Online is depressingly not as great as I wanted it to be. Are you dead? What? He's not dead. Are you playing dead? He's faking dead, but the game doesn't think you're dead. Like, are you all right? Huh? Game? Oh, finally! Got him. I wonder if that's a problem with me or if it's a problem with expectations that were set because the single player was so fantastic and full of life and had so much detail and attention to detail that it was truly a, in my opinion, game of the year. I know God of War just won the Video Game Awards Game of the Year, and deservedly so, but let's not look over the fact that Red Dead is also fantastic, because it also won every other award. Deserved or not, I enjoyed Red Dead single player to the point where I saw myself playing this game in its entirety more than once, which is rare for me. I mean, it's a long game, 50 hours. But I was like, man, I kind of want to go back and play it again and be a dick. Are we good? Can you please come down? All right, well, I was joking, but thanks for doing that. And then Online came out, a beta. However, it came out and I wanted to give it a go. So I got on launch day and I played for 5 hours. I played solo because I like my first impressions on games to be solo. Not always will you have a friend. Not always will you have somebody to play with. And especially in multiplayer games, it matters a lot to me that you have fun when you're playing alone just as much as when you play with friends. Why? Well, Tucker, everybody enjoys games with friends. Exactly! It's why you're friends with them. You enjoy doing shit with them. You wouldn't be friends with them if you're like, man, I really just hate doing things with this guy. You could do crossword puzzles with friends, and I bet you it's pretty fun. Why? Because it's your friend. So I hate that excuse. So I played solo, I hopped on, we played through the first little opening mission. Character creation, as you guys saw in my video, had me in stitches. I mean, it's funny. Everybody's hideous. It's the Wild West, apparently. Nobody looks good. I heard a lot of good things about Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Oh, God! You know what? You can have this shit back. You need this more than me. You need this more than me. Please put that back on. I'm sorry, I didn't know. Except for Sadie Adler, so holla at your boy, I'm single. Now, I get into the first story mission that, you know, walks you around and tells you how you got here. How'd you end up here? Where are we in the Red Dead Online universe? And it does a good job setting things up. It's nothing crazy. It's just, you know, basic backstory, whatever, and you get broken out of prison, and here you are. You're ready to explore the world, and immediately you're thrust into the entirety of the map, and you realize, damn, this map's huge. I forgot about that. It's huge. It's big. 32 players maximum on Red Dead Online, and a lot of people are going to look at this and say, well, I don't want more because I don't want to run into everybody every single chance that I get. Yeah, the online characters are mutes, which... it's just like, why? What? Why? But when you run around and kill innocent people, it takes one mission to go up like 30% honor. One single mission. In fact, in 4 hours of playing in my first playthrough, or first session, I was at max honor halfway through, and I was like, whoa. Okay, let's just go on a rampage here and see what we can do. I went on a rampage. I killed so many innocent people. I killed players. I killed everything. I like, whatever I could do. I only got down to like half honor, and then I did a mission, and then I was back up again. Don't do it, Sponge. Sponge. No! Sponge, no! Sponge, no! Sponge, no! He's a strong man! He's a strong... No! What? Yes! Die! Save me! Guys! Yes! No! Now, there's a guy that you can pay to drop your honor all the way down or raise it all the way up for 3 gold bars, which you can't really get because it takes hours of grinding to get a single gold bar. Or you can buy it, with microtransactions when they enable those. But that system inherently does not make me feel like I am in a position where it's going to be a problem for me if I kill innocents, or it's going to be a problem for me if I go on this mission and I get too low on honor. There's really no problem with killing everyone. There's no drawbacks to being a terrible person, and there's no benefits to being good. There's also no real benefits to being bad. I don't really know what the point is. What the fuck is happening out there? Help me! Dude, please fucking get him! Shoot him, not me! Don't fucking get... Uh-oh. Goodbye, brothers. I want this to be something that's exceptional. They have a game that is set up that is almost perfect for online play. You have camps that everybody's familiar with. You can get 1 to 4 players or up to 7 players in your camp. You can build it up. You can make it settling. You can care about it. And then not really, because, what's the point? You just set a neutral camp and nobody does anything, or you make it not neutral, and then the entire server is like, well, fuck these guys in particular, because you're going to spawn right next to them. It's just like, oh, okay. In Grand Theft Auto, the chaos and randomness of being in a city and anything can happen is fine. In Red Dead Redemption, the lack of anybody as a solo player, the lack of of pacifism mode, and the inability to fight back against more than one person because of the way that combat works in this game. You aim at somebody and then you hit them in the head and they're dead. That's kind of it. It really makes it seem like a very 2D game. The racing and the PvP stuff is also not great. Like in Grand Theft Auto, you have cars. You have cars that have different stats, acceleration, turning, brake. There's unique personalities to them. Horses are fucking horses, guys. The best horse is only marginally better than the worst horse. Your horse is not going to be exponentially better. And guess what? You're not going to really be able to graft the same types of gameplay from a Grand Theft Auto type game into Red Dead Online.
He's dead, all right.
The races just aren't good. It just doesn't make sense to me why you'd spend time trying to graft that over instead of doing something like an obstacle course with your horse, who has better control over their horse. Make it silly. Race through a forest so everybody's running into trees. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. The PvP is fine. I'm not a huge fan of it because it's frustrating me, but I know there's a lot of people that like it. I think the big team battles and stuff are actually kind of wild, and I think those with if you refine those, could be pretty enjoyable for everyone. There's no customization, no custom games, no custom maps right now. Will that come? Hopefully. I hope that comes soon, because that was the only thing that tied GTA 5 into a long-term game for me. How much fun could you have with community-created stuff? How much fun could you have with random maps and stuff? And then I started thinking about role-playing. How cool would it be to role-play in Red Dead? Well, it's not on PC, so it's not going to happen. Nobody's role-playing with open mic at all. It's just not possible. You're going to hear little Johnny screaming in the background of his dad's microphone. Somebody's in a wind tunnel. The proximity mic isn't even very small. You can hear people from a city away. So that's frustrating. And then I realized this. I just kept comparing Red Dead Online to Grand Theft Auto PC Online, which is unfair. And because of that comparison, I feel like there's no way that I'm going to enjoy Red Dead Online on console in its current form, or even if they make drastic changes. It's just not what I want from an online game, and I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts. This is a video from a disappointed fan who's excited to hopefully see major improvements over the next couple months in the Red Dead Online community that will draw me back in, but I'm not a hopeful one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you all later. I know we bonded together, but you're an idiot sometimes.